This is Hayden from S8CTV. Today I'm very lucky to be joined here for the first time by David Jamieson in Glasgow. David, how are you doing today, mate?
Very well, mate. Yep. How are you?
I'm doing brilliant, thanks. Obviously, massive card. Josh Taylor, Ekow, Essuman, massive turnout today for the press conference. If we sort of talk about how this fight sort of came about, how did it sort of all come about?
For myself,
Yeah.
this one, it was really out of the blue, to be honest. We knew that there was going to be a big one coming back on the scene after 3 knockouts in the trot there on the small hall shows, and it was really a case of holding out for the call for a bigger show, and then everything came about with Josh, and they were obviously looking to fill the undercard, and here we are.
How would you sort of evaluate that whole 3-fight run where you got all 3 knockouts on the road?
Yeah, no, listen, it was nice. It was certainly a nice campaign in a heavyweight. I was coming in about maybe 16-4, 16-5, and was having a bit of custard and cake every night. It was nice. My body thanked me for it. It's nice and explosive, can punch the weight. So no, it was good. It was nice to fuel the sessions properly nutrition wise, instead of having to drag yourself down and make the weight. So it was good. It was good fun.
Obviously, this fight with Aloys Jr., a brilliant fight in the cruiserweight division. With Aloys, how much do you sort of know about him, and what sort of fight are you kind of expecting going into this?
Yeah, no, I've seen enough. I've obviously sort of been watching his progress. I know he beaten his first fight against Paweł Strojowski, who's turned out to be a very good fighter. But I don't read too much into that. He's young, he's 21, he's explosive, he's everything that you want in the cruiserweight division. But at 21, see when it's not going your way, and have you got a plan B? It's a test of resolve at that age. So no, I'll go out and do what I do and try and impose my will on him, and take him down the stretch and see how he copes.
With Aloys' last fight against Lewis Oakford, what did you sort of make of that fight if you watched it?
Oakford's a good lad. I think it was very good matchmaking, to be honest with you. Oakford was on a wee bit of a run, got a wee bit of a name behind him, but he was never on. It was a 60-40, we would call it in boxing. It was clever matchmaking. Aloys was always going to get the win there.
Yeah, so then obviously, with this fight being in Scotland, we've seen the turnout for the press conference today. We've seen, obviously, the main event, Josh Taylor, Ekow, Essuman, Nathaniel Collins, Lee McGregor, and then obviously your fight against Aloys Jr. And a stacked undercard with local talent as well. Being on a card like this, and obviously with that sort of exposure, how important would you say that is? And do you think it maybe adds any more added pressure, or not really?
Yeah, no, it's a massive opportunity, and we've been screaming out for this up here in Scotland. Obviously, it was mentioned at the presser there about the Ricky Burns days and the SECC and stuff, and it's just a shame that it's taken such a time for it to come to fruition with Josh. But we're here now, and we've got a stacked talent for the undercard. You can see it was filled very easily with local talent. So it's just up to us all now to dig in, do the work over the next few months, and come in here and blow the roof off the place, put on a good show, make sure everybody gets out of it what they want to, and hopefully it's routes to bigger shows in the future.
Definitely. And then obviously, after this fight, not overlooking Aloys Jr., but if you were to get the win, where do you think you sort of want to go from there? Obviously, a win over Aloys Jr. would be a very big statement. Where do you say you probably want to go from there? Are there any fights either domestically, world fights? Are there anything that you can maybe say on that, where you want to go after?
Yeah, no, a good question, because I'm sitting sort of fringe top 10. I've established my name, everybody knows what I'm about. A win over Aloys, it takes you, catapults you. You're definitely going to be top 10, you're going to be top 5. I'd love to get the run at the British title against Ekow. That's still the big goal. I'd love to win a British title. I'd love to win a Lonsdale belt. But listen, see, at this stage in my career, I'm 33. I've been at it a long time, and anything, belts. You're looking for any big fights back on the television, that sort of stuff. So anybody who comes calling, you know me, I'm the yes man here. I'll say yes to MD.
Definitely. And then last one for me, David, I'm going to ask you to break down your fight against Aloys Jr. and then the main event between Josh Taylor and Ekow Essuman. How do you sort of see both those fights going? Break it down.
So I'm not giving too much away. Listen, everybody knows what I'm about, but it'll be a case of who lands first. Who lands first with Aloys, as it always is in the cruiserweight division. You've got 2 big punchers here, so it's who can go out and apply their game plan effectively and land first. That'll be the telltale thing with me and Aloys. I think he knows that as well, and that's why there's mutual respect between the two. There is no trash talk. There was none of this. We both know that this could go either way here. Josh, Josh up at welterweight, come on. We've seen, it's been well documented that him dragging himself down, dropping stones in water. This will be a seasoned, probably pedigree signature performance from Josh, I reckon. I reckon we'll see a totally different animal here. And when you think about what we've already seen of him, I think this will be a real suited fight for him.
Definitely, David. Thank you very much for your time, mate. Nice to meet you. Thank you.